Welcome back. We'll continue our conversation now into the country's energy sector. Being joined on the news at 10 by energy consultant Olabode Showumi. He's in our Abuja studio. Mr. Showumi, thank you for joining us on the news at 10.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
A few months ago, the House of Representatives conducted an investigation into why the power sector has not worked optimally. They had to submit their final reports. What kind of solutions do you think they can come up with?
I think that the House of Reps brought to the floor an issue for public hearing, which was debated and sent to a committee which was headed by the leader, Honorable Dogwa. I think it should be understood that they called and considered all submissions from the three various sections of the industry, both generation, transmission, and distribution. I partly worked for that committee. While I would not want to second guess the final submissions, but it is expected that they will look into some of the vexed issues that had bedeviled the industry as a whole. Of course, one of it being metering. There's definitely the issue of tariff pricing, and there's also moving forward the need to onboarding some of the issues that have bedeviled both the generation and the distribution companies with respect to the losses and the debts that they may own. So, but without trying to second guess the committee, it is expected that whatever they come up with as a whole, combined with the tariff increase that has happened, will put the whole industry on a new pedestal. And when analysis will be done subsequently, it will be done on issues and solutions for the industry rather than analyzing the problems.
And there are so many complaints from consumers and even operators in the energy sector why we're not getting enough power supply and so on. What is the way forward at this time?
I think very importantly, as a people, even as players within the industry, is to shift focus from a complaint and problem identification thinking to a solution orientation. I think generally it should be understood that for any problem to be solved, you cannot build something of substance on a negative. You can only build on a positive. So we first need to identify the positive aspects within the industry, the things that have moved forward. I mean, the industry has not yet collapsed. It could have collapsed, but it has not. So we need, on the basis of the positives, to now look at solution orientation. One other very important thing for everybody who is a stakeholder, including the consumer, is the need for them to also educate themselves on the basics and fundamentals of the industry. This is important so that comments and commentary can be based on knowledge. Yes, it is a technical industry. Yes, you can say it is none of your business how the technicalities work. But it is in the long-term interest of everyone to understand exactly what the issues are, such that when comments are being run by the industry players, you can have a critical mass of people who can now offer authoritative and informed views on the way forward. I think that is one very important thing that we should look at, the fact that the consumer base needs to be knowledgeable about what is happening in the industry, and we owe it to ourselves to be able to move the industry forward.
Well, thank you so much for your analysis and submissions. Mr. Olabode Showumi, thank you for joining us on the News at 10.
Thank you.